how you doing?
Hey!
I hope we have sound. We have a little technical difficulties today, so I'm going to be doing my best to do my duties, controlling this live stream, but it has been a nightmare all day. So, I guess it is what it is, and what it is Bulukripa. We want to start out, as always, by thanking everyone for coming to the live today. Currently, I see 23 people in the room, and more are trickling in every second. So, while we are waiting for more people to come into the room, we want to thank Moy Alm for being first in chat today.
Boy.
You are never too early, Moy Elm. We try to get the chat open and up and as soon as we can. This week I didn't get it set up. I had a lot going on this week, so I didn't get it set up as soon as I'd like to. Right? Last night was it last night? Yeah, last night. I finally got that set up. We would like to thank all of the moderators in the room for helping us out with the live stream today. I see that we have Gavin Till, Katie Hislop,
Mwah.
Karen Carter,
Mwah.
Sean G,
Shawnee!
James B.
Jamie B.
They're all here to help out, and they're all seasoned cruisers, so if we happen to miss a question while we are bloviating, they might be able to answer it for you. Right?
Absolutely they will.
So, where are we going, Frank? What are we starting
Let's
with?
say hi to everybody.
Okay, let's say
Who's
hello.
here?
Well, Moy Elm, of course.
Yes. And hi to Joan Gillen. Hi, Joan.
Hello to Wendy Hyde, and say hello to Joey, if he is with you as well.
And speaking of a Joe Fontanello is in the room. Hi, Joe.
Giancarlo is here.
Hello, Marla. I'm Stuart Marla. I hope Annette's with you.
And it worked out wonderfully because now I can welcome El Rondo to the chat.
This is a conspiracy.
It's a conspiracy.
Hi, Pamela Butler. Welcome.
Hello to Keith Shank.
Hope Cheryl's with you.
And I hope you have a cocktail in hand.
Hi, Mary LaFontaine.
Hello.
Hope Big Mike is with you as well.
Answer my calls. It's just a little joke between Mary and I. I happened to speak to her this week on the phone.
Say hi to Katie Connor. Hello, Katie.
Hello to Nancy C. Welcome to the room. She says, hello, everyone. She just got back this morning from her first Royal Caribbean cruise, the Anthem of the Seas.
Weren't we going to be on the Anthem?
No.
What was it that got so many canceled?
No, we weren't on the Anthem. We were supposed to be on the, I can't remember. It was not the Anthem.
Oh, okay.
It was not the Anthem. The Anthem is gigantic.
Oh, okay. Hi, Ziara Ramos. Is Angel with you?
JP Travel Adventures in the house.
Hello. Tammy Thorne. Hello, Tammy. Welcome.
Hello, welcome, and kisses to Jason Lott.
Let's see. Keep going. Gosh, I see lots
Adam
of
Clark Gillespie is here. Hello and welcome.
Yes, amidst all the blue wrenches in the room.
Blue wrench.
He's surrounded. Hey, Kelly Deneen. How you doing?
And there's Big Mike. Papa Mike.
Where is
Mike
he?
LaFontaine. Welcome to the chat.
Joyce Lopicola. Hello from Chicago.
Big Dog in the house. Welcome to the chat.
Silver Rabbit. Hey, Silver Rabbit.
And the ever beautiful Karen Carter.
Yes.
Did we mention her earlier?
Yes, I gave her 2 kisses.
I'm sorry, there's so many blue wrenches.
Hello to Good to See You, and it is good to see you.
Oh, good to see you. I always forget that Good to See You is their name. Hello and welcome to Camille Castorina.
Hello. Liz J, welcome to Sunday Funday.
John Bolton is here with Deborah.
Yay!
And they're watching their favorite 2 cruisers. Who let the dogs out? And finally, we are caught up with David Webb.
And
welcome to the chat. And
Allison.
Allison.
Hey,
Good to
guys.
see you.
Welcome,
Good
everybody.
to see
Look
you.
at that little tick, 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 tick of,
tick, tick, tick.
of people in the chat.
Tickety-tockety
Chatters,
too.
cruise chatters.
I better do this while I'm thinking of it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and did you wanna pick something? I'll let you pick something. Well, why don't we do that since it's already here?
Okay.
That's what we're going to feature today. We are
Yay!
going to feature. We always feature merchandise that can be found on our Teespring, which the link is in the description below, as well as any product you see on the Teespring shelf located above the description.
Look behind me, you'll see the mug.
And that is what we're featuring. It's a beautiful Cruising with Wheels logo mug. I know quite a few people in the chat room already have one. It's available in a plethora of colors, and
That's right.
retails for $14.99.
Yummy.
Yummy. Yum-a. So, like I said, I am fooling around today because I have nothing but troubles when it comes to all the stuff working today. So if you see me going squirrely and going, Frank, it's not working, that is what is going on. What are you pointing at? Stop pointing at me. It's rude to point. I have to set this up first, because then you'll be angry if it doesn't work right.
Oh, Lord.
I don't know where that is, Frank, So basically, my little control button thingy is not working today.
Yes.
It is unresponsive.
Yes, he had to.
And I am trying to see this really teeny tiny print with these bright studio lights and figure out where everything is, because I haven't used the control panel on my computer in forever. So that is what is going on. And I think while I was bloviating, I found that. Now, when I do this, it's like two-step process instead of one.
Lord.
And stop texting me, Pet Supplies Plus. Thank you very much.
We're being stalked.
Anyways, we have Cruise Chat. Cruise Chat is a very welcoming community for all of you cruisers out there. We have thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of members.
Thousands, I know. And you'll find Cruise Chat on Facebook. So go to Facebook, type in Cruise Chat, click to join, and I'll see your request. You will be welcome with open arms. There's a lot of people in Cruise Chat, thousands and thousands, with cruising experience, cruising knowledge that will help everybody out from all cruise lines. Everyone's welcome.
Everyone is welcome in the community. That's my little song.
Are you singing?
That's my new singing song for Cruise Chat. I hope I remember it for the next time. But let's get right into cruise news. Oops, that's the wrong button. See, this is what happens when everything is set up, but that's the first story, and now we have nothing for that. So we will get right into cruise news. But that's not working either. Oh, see, isn't it wonderful when nothing works? I can't.
Every time there's an
There we go, Chris.
Cool.
Oh my God, this is so irritating.
Oh my God. You know, they say computers are great when they work.
So we're going to get right into our first story. You probably already saw a little bit of it. And it is all about Norwegian Cruise Lines. Take it away, Frank.
Yeah, Norwegian Cruise Line has updated its onboard mask wearing policies and will no longer require masks to be worn starting March 1st, 2022, though they will be, quote, recommended. all crew members will still be required to wear masks. The new policy will apply only to sailings originating from U.S. embarkation ports on or after March 1st. Now, cruises will operate with 100% of crew and guests 5 years and older vaccinated. Therefore, face coverings are not required while on board. However, they recognize the added protections provided when wearing a mask covering and recommend that all guests do so on board when indoors, except when, you're eating and you're drinking and you're, whatever you're doing in the water and in your stateroom, blah, 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 blah. They do want to say that wear your mask if you are somewhere where there's a lot of people congregating and 6 feet of distancing cannot happen. But they want you to feel that it's on you to wear your mask or not, and they want you to feel comfortable while you're on a cruise.
Yes, and our next story kind of surrounds that same topic.
Because guess what?
Because guess what? It is involving Royal Caribbean.
Yep. They've also revised its onboard mask policy, announcing masks will no longer be required in areas of the ship designated for vaccinated passengers only as of sailing departing after February 14th, which is already passed. Venues designated for vaccinated guests only, such as select bars, lounges, restaurant shows, and the casino, will no longer require masks. Masks are also not required in open-air areas of the ship during, water activities, thank you, in your own stateroom, thank you, while visiting private destinations or by passengers under the age of 2. But facial coverings are still required while indoors on board Royal's ships, unless seated and actively eating and drinking. Now remember, when you go into ports, you've got to follow whatever the laws are regarding the country of the port you are in regarding your face covering.
Now, also, when it comes to being on board 4 of Carnival Cruise Lines ships, or lines, Carnival Cruise Line Princess Cruises, Holland American Line, and Seabourn have made a change to their face covering mask policy on their cruise ships. All 4 cruise lines have announced that they will participate in the CDC's new voluntary health program for the ships.
Yep, they're also changing their face covering mask requirements and making them voluntary. Yay! Starting, you guessed it, March 1st. Masks on board will be recommended but not required. Gee, where did that come from?
Now
there may, however, be certain venues and events where they will ask passengers to wear a mask. So look for that information.
That is so very interesting.
Everyone's following suit.
The next topic happens to surround Frontier Airlines and Spirit Airlines. They are combining and merging. The 2 largest low-cost carriers in the United States have agreed to merge, creating what would become the 5th largest airline in the country.
Now, the deal was valued at $6.6 billion. And it is structured with Frontier Airlines controlling, I want to be them, 51.5%, while Spirit only retains 48.5%. They still have to come up with a name of the new merged company. Mm-hmm. They have to figure out who the new CEO is and where the location of their headquarters is going to be.
Now, when it comes to Princess Cruise Lines, they have announced its first ever summer season sailing to Mexico and Hawaii and the California coast, round trip from ports of Los Angeles.
Cruises start June 25th of this year on the Sapphire Princess and will take guests on 16 cruises ranging from 4 to 16 days, including a 5-day getaway for the 4th of July.
Now, we have some interesting news surrounding Celebrity Cruises.
Love them.
What's that all about?
Celebrity Cruises has announced its new 2023-2024 Caribbean season and a brand new ship, the Celebrity Ascent. The Ascent will be part of an 8-ship lineup from the brand, cruising on itineraries ranging from 4 to 12 nights. It will be the 4th ship in the Edge class, which made her way from concept to construction on November 22nd of 2021 and will make her maiden voyage on December 3rd of 2023. Now, after departing from Port Everglades, she sails to the Eastern Caribbean for the first time. I know, they're going to go to all the places we've been. Phillipsburg, St. Martin, Charlotte Amalie, St. Thomas, and Puerto Plata, Dominican Republic.
Well, I want to kind of jump back over to Princess Cruise Lines for a minute because Princess Cruise Lines is now doing some interesting things. Take it away, Frank.
Yeah, and I think we might have touched on this in another live stream.
Have we?
It sounded a little familiar, but we want to bring it to you again because it's such a good thing. Princess Cruises is offering free onboard spending money to the brave men and women of the military.
Well, that didn't work.
To thank the brave men and women of the American and Canadian militaries for their service.
Stop!
Here we are.
So sorry.
Yet again.
It's just going crazy over here. So, anyways, why don't you tell them what you were talking about?
Well, let us begin again. Princess Cruises offers free onboard spending money to the brave men and women of the military. To thank the brave men and women of the American and Canadian militaries for their service, Princess Cruises offers up to $250 free onboard spending money for veterans, as well as active, retired, or disabled military personnel. Now, this special military benefit is eligible on any cruise, any time of the year, and can be used to purchase a wide variety of merchandise. Also, there's specialty dining, gifts, jewelry, clothing. It really includes a lot. Now, 6 days or less, you can receive $50 onboard credit per qualified guest. On cruises 7 to 13 days, you're going to get $100 onboard credit per guest. And then 14 days or more, you get the full $250 onboard credit per guest.
Now remember, this is only for military, active or retired. So you will probably be required to show your military identification.
Right. Now you will be able to register yourself online via their website to prove and send whatever information or documentation they require to approve. And then you'll get an approval letter, email or whatever, I believe. Now, the next one just kills me.
Now the next one is all about CLIA. CLIA is the Cruise Lines International Association, and they're crying foul at the CDC's latest guidance for U.S. cruise ships in U.S. waters.
Yeah. Now remember, the CDC's conditional sale order expired January 15th. Now, at the time, the CDC said that moving forward, cruise lines would be able to opt in to this voluntary replacement program. Although it is voluntary, cruise ships in U.S. waters are still regulated by the CDC, and it retains the right to issue no sale orders to ships it considers a threat to the American public health. CLIA's response was scathing. Yes, it accused the CDC of discrimination and vilification of cruising.
Particularly in comparison to the other congregate crowd settings in the U.S. and the easing of restrictions in almost all other public situations. The industry organization's response called the CDC's guidance out of step, quote, out of step with the actual public health conditions on cruise ships and unnecessary in light of societal trends away from more restrictive measures.
Now, I want to say that the CDC must have been quaking in their little boots at CLIA's scathing response, because effective Tuesday, February 15th of this year, the CDC canceled its December 2021 high-level 4 health notice to, quote, avoid cruise travel, and they moved cruise ship travel to a downgraded level 3 health notice.
Yes.
It now just suggests that travelers make sure that they are, quote, up to date in their COVID-19 vaccines before you cruise. People who are still at risk for severe illnesses from COVID are still advised to avoid cruising at this time.
Now, something interesting that I found, because this is a place that I want to go to, our next story is about Bermuda. And Bermuda is set to drop its quarantine post pre-arrival testing requirements for vaccinated visitors. The island is set to update its entry requirements for fully vaccinated travelers, those who have completed a 1 or 2 dose series at least 14 days before travel on March 7th, 2022.
Now, there are no updates for unvaccinated travelers 18 and older who have been denied entry since December of 2021. Now, under the new entry requirements, vaccine requirements will extend to visitors between the ages of 12 and 18. Now, unvaccinated children 11 and younger will be allowed entry if traveling with fully vaccinated guardians. Pre-arrival testing requirements will remain in place for visitors 2 and older, with the island requiring a negative PCR or antigen test taken no more than 2 days before departure. Once in Bermuda, no additional testing will be required. Cool.
Now, the Centers for Disease Controls and Prevention still warns travelers to avoid Bermuda due to its, quote, very high COVID-19 risk. Those who do travel to the island should be up to date with their vaccinations, meaning they have received all recommended COVID-19 vaccines, including any boosters, when eligible, according to the CDC.
Now, the next story is a follow-up, which has been going on, and that is involving Crystal Cruises. Oh, more sad news. Now, Crystal Cruises has closed down its Miami, Florida headquarters in the U.S. and has let all its employees go. Workers were terminated on Wednesday, February 9th. The closure comes just days after 2 of its ships, Crystal Symphony and Crystal Serenity, were seized by authorities in the Bahamas for unpaid fuel bills. The Crystal Symphony was diverted to the Bahamas from its scheduled stop in Miami with 700 passengers on board after an arrest warrant was issued over a $1.2 million unpaid fuel bill. Then the Crystal Serenity was diverted to the Bahamas after it was denied entry in Aruba. The closure of Crystal Cruises' U.S. office comes after its parent company, Genting Hong Kong, filed bankruptcy, according to the Hong Kong Stock Exchange.
Now, it reported a record loss of $1.7 billion in 2020 as the pandemic devastated all tourism. Crystal Cruises has only a small fleet of 8 ships. And I lost where I was going with that.
Well, you want to say, meanwhile, V Ships Leisure is a company. It is expected to be brought in overnight to manage the ships. That's what they do.
Right.
It is a ship management company, as the expert cruise vessel company has been appointed by the courts
to liquidate.
Yeah, that's really sad because longtime customers who have rolled over their deposits for future cruises as the pandemic wore on, and travel advisors who rebooked itineraries, and you all know, you've all been through it. Sometimes people rebooking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, how many times?
We have people in the room that do that. I know.
Stand to lose millions of dollars as Crystal Cruises is being wound down by the courts. Mm-hmm. That is sad.
It is sad. And in other news, there was a sad tragedy for all you car lovers.
I know.
A cargo ship carrying cars from Germany to the United States caught fire in the Atlantic Ocean on Wednesday, February 16th, near the Ozars, forcing the 22-member crew to abandon the vessel and leave it burning and adrift.
The 600-foot-long cargo ship Felicity Ace is capable of carrying 4,000 cars and was loaded, are you ready? It was loaded with 1,100 Porsches, 189 Bentleys, and thousands of other brands from the Volkswagen Group. The Portuguese Navy rescued all 22 crew members from the ship, which was scheduled to arrive, I guess, in Davisville, Rhode Island. As of Thursday, the fire was still active on the ship. Lord, oh Lord, those ships are going, with the cars are all going to go down.
I was very, very, very sad when I heard that.
You said, oh my God, not our Porsche.
I know, because I'm a car guy. I was like, oh my God, all those poor cars.
So let's end all this with some really happy news.
Yes, we have to end this with some happy news, and I am very, very, very excited about this because it turns out that it's not such a small world after all. Walt Disney Company on Wednesday announced it is launching a new division to develop the entire residential communities, starting with one in Southern California desert. The new project termed Story Living by Disney, aims to create master-planned neighborhoods infused with the company's special brand of magic.
The first development, Cotino, is a residential community with 1,900 housing units, including single-family homes and condominiums in Southern California's Rancho Mirage, a city near Palm Springs in the Coachella Valley. The company says that location is inspired, at least in part, by the fact that Walt Disney once owned a home in the area to spend time with family.
Now, shops and a beachfront hotel will ring a 24-acre lagoon. Some neighborhoods will be reserved for residents ages 55 and older. Yay! And Disney park designers will develop the creative concepts for the communities, drawing inspiration from each region. And employees will run a community association that offers entertainment, activities, beach access, and, of course, Disney programming.
You're going to be surrounded by Disney people.
So it's not such a small world after all.
Lord,
and that
Lord,
is your
Lord.
15 minutes of cruise
Holy
news.
crap.
Sorry I had a few hiccups there, but you know, it's hard. The struggle's real over here. I got to push like 6 buttons just for one transition.
I know. For all we know, we're not even on anymore.
I know. I think we are. Although I don't see our little microphone. There it is.
Oh,
It
gosh.
was moving. Everything was moving when we were doing that. So.
I need a drink, people. I need a drink.
Okay, I am going to scroll back a little ways on this chat here, and we're going to see what you guys were talking about while we were blabbing, and we hope we informed you a little bit about what was going on in the world of travel and cruising.
We like to keep people abreast of the news. I know a lot of you already see
Abreast.
it posted, but there might be people in the room that just don't, let's say, monitor what is happening in the cruising world, and, you know, gives us an opportunity to get everyone informed.
So I think I am at the point where we left off in the chat room. Did we say hello? Yes, we did say hello to Liz J and John Bolton.
Yep.
JP Travel Adventures asks if I am cold. Yes,
Always.
I am. I am always cold. I am due for a cruise. I am due for a cruise.
You're like, oh, Kevin's on a live stream again, and he's got another hoodie on.
I can't help it.
He's like, I'm just going to wear my hoodie. And I'm like, well, whatever you got to do, but just make sure you've got your Cruising with Wheels shirt on.
I think I'm just a tad bit run down from being out late.
Yeah,
I'm not used to it.
I know I'm run down because I was up as well, waiting for you to come home.
Have to
but
wait.
I was watching Black Panther again, so yeah, I was all engrossed in the movie.
Didn't have to wait up for me.
So didn't
thank
get to
you
bed till 11 o'clock.
Thank you for waiting up for me, but you didn't have to. I went to a retirement party. I had a good time. I was responsible.
It was not his party.
No, it was not my party. That would have been... I would not have been home at 11 o'clock if it was my party.
Good to see you says, love the green color. I picked it out today. I felt green. And Jamie B says, Gavin loves his Cruising with Wheels mug.
Katie Connor pointed out that it matches our shirts.
I know.
It matches our shirts, which I didn't even think about that.
I know. How
and
crazy
I would
these
like
things.
to
What a
say
coincidence.
hello to Laura G. Kisses, hugs. Thank you for
there's the other half.
Thank you for being a moderator today. And we're sorry we were doing cruise news when you popped in, so we didn't see you.
Laura's here. Yay.
And Sean,
Yes.
Laura's better half, well, it depends on who you talk to, says that he also likes the color of the shirt.
Yes. I felt for some reason it was appropriate.
Oh, maybe they were talking about for the group cruise.
Oh, maybe.
This color? I don't know.
Maybe.
Good to see you says green is the best color.
Yeah,
However, I am extremely picky when it comes to green, right?
Yes, it has
Green
to be
is
the
my
right
least
green.
favorite color,
Yeah.
and it has to be like a lime green, a hunter green. It's got to be the
Can't
bright
be any
green.
weird green. Now, I want to say hi to Chevy's in first. Hello.
Hello.
It says,
Ooh.
yeah, hey, y'all. Packing for my Freedom of the Seas cruise, February 28th. One more week. Count it down, count it down. Check the clock, check the clock. I'd be
Uh,
spazzing right now if we were leaving in a week.
so Katie is plugging a group on Facebook.
She
She
is.
highly suggests and recommends that all solo cruisers check out on Facebook the group for solo cruisers called Solo Cruisers USA.
Awesome.
And I'm all for that, Katie, because we never cruise solo, so we don't know what the right group is. And if Katie says it's the right group to be involved in, you better, if you're a solo traveler, go over there right now and join.
I want to say hi to Angela Nemechek. I don't know if I said your last name right.
It sounds right.
Or Nemesek. First one or second one, but hello and welcome,
Hello
Angela.
and welcome. I'd like to say hello and welcome to Doug West.
Hey, Doug.
And Laura G says
Yeah,
everyone
I know.
going on the group cruise should pick up a green Cruising with Wheels shirt to celebrate St. Patty's Day on board.
Because we will be there.
I may, Laura, I may end up creating some kind of t-shirt just for St. Patty's Day if people want to pick up a shirt. So I'd hold off on that just yet.
Well, you better get moving.
Well, I've been working with Teespring, who does our swag, our what do we call it? Our stuff on our Teespring.
Our merchandise.
Our merchandise. I'm having a brain fart. And I'm trying to get it set up so that all the group cruisers can go to a separate link
Right.
that I'm going to send out to get their group cruise t-shirts, because we're going to have group cruise t-shirts that, like we did last time.
I heard that.
The second day, the first sea day, pretty much everybody wore them for
Right.
the photo
Right.
and the meet and greet. And I think I'm going to try to create something for St. Patrick's Day.
Good.
Because everybody wants to get together for that, too.
Well, yeah. Is there drinking involved?
Duh. Katie's on the cruise. And duh, Sean G's on the cruise. And duh, I'm on the cruise.
I'm going to be monitoring all of
Nobody's
those.
monitoring anything. What happens on the cruise stays on the cruise.
Oh.
Yes, the music, and seeing that everybody's saying the music was choppy, everything was kind of choppy because everything is not working today.
I know. And, this is what happens. No offense to Apple, but every time you do an update to the computer, the update seems to mess up a program. And then guess what happens within a week or so? We have a new update for you. It's to fix the bug that was created in the last update a week ago.
I know. It's so
And the
irritating.
bug just happened to be what we use for our live streams.
Right.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot, Apple. I do see that we need to say thank you for the super chat, super chat, super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Oh, we love you. And
Antoine Lyons. Well,
gave us
welcome,
a super
welcome.
chat.
Yes.
And he says, hey, Kevin and Frank just came back from the Carnival Mardi Gras.
Oh,
Jealous.
I know.
With his wife, Melissa.
I know.
I need to cruise again and soon.
Oh, gosh, we're jealous. We were supposed to be on the Mardi Gras.
Did you like that? I clicked on that and it showed me it.
I know.
I never knew that they could do that.
Wow.
It's magic.
Aren't you supposed to be the one in charge?
I am, but I don't know why. Sometimes things just don't work, and I don't know. That must be part of the update.
Could be.
Could be.
Well, what they give in
Don't
one
know.
hand, they take away with the other. That's what seems to happen. I want to say hi to Katrina Rollins. Hello, Katrina.
Hello,
Welcome to the chat.
hello.
It's okay. Better late than never.
That's right. What time is that? It's 2:36 and all's well.
Yeah, so far.
It's 2:36 in New York, and all is well. I want to know what the temperature is where everybody is, because they're claiming
Yeah, I know.
that in our city that it's supposed to be like in the 50s today. It still hasn't hit
Yeah,
it.
it's supposed to be Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. It's supposed to be close to 50 degrees for 4 days, and then it plummets down, and there's going to be, sorry to say, but Friday, 88% chance of snow. So So the snow and the cold is on its way back. There are storms that are coming over from the west, going to hit us again. Thanks a lot. You know, be
See,
lots of shoveling
I must
going
be
on.
in the part of the chat where I hit the wrong button and our intro came on.
Oh.
Sean G says, "Are we doing a reset?"
The computer was doing a reset.
The computer was doing a reset. It was kind of crazy.
Oh my
I
God.
gotta go over here for a minute, and I gotta click on that. There. That makes me more happy. Does that make you happy? You're happy if I'm happy, right?
Yes, as long as you're not screaming, yelling, and banging your fists, that's fine. Lord.
Katrina Rowling says, "Is the price the same for a balcony for one in a room? How does that work if you are the only one and want a balcony room?" So basically, if you want a balcony room and you're a solo traveler, you pay double because all prices are based on double occupancy.
Right.
The cruise lines used to do a single supplement.
Yeah,
I don't know why they did away with it.
I know. But we have several cruisers here in the room that I believe are in balcony rooms, and they are solo.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing like a balcony, and nothing like
Nothing like being on your own.
on your own and having your privacy.
No offense.
No, I know, no offense.
Oh, boy.
What else is happening? Oh, look, it's Steve Bartley. Hey, Steve Bartley. Welcome.
Steve Bartley's next cruise is in Europe.
Oh,
and,
boy.
He hopes they tell the CDC to
Yeah,
shut it.
because in regards to Europe, there's so many things that are just...
It looks like Doug West is going on the Mardi Gras in October.
another Mardi Gras. Good. We're going to live through the Mardi Gras, people.
I know. I'm so upset.
I'm
that
so
that got
upset. We had so many cruises that we got diddled out of.
diddled. Laura G's a little upset. She wanted to go on a Crystal cruise. Well, too bad. Now you can go on another NCL. The cost of a Crystal cruise, you could go on like 2 or 3 cruises. I know it's upscale. I know, whatever, but...
Hi to Florida cruisers. Welcome.
Hello and welcome. Welcome.
Oh, my God.
Megs is here. Hello, Megs, and welcome. She is a new subscriber. Welcome to the chat.
Oh, hey.
She's here from
Massachusetts. Worcester, Massachusetts.
Massachusetts. But she was way up there, and the chat jumped somehow.
Really?
Oh, I just need to, slap you today. See? Oh, no. There.
Okay, that's nice. You felt the need to have to prove that to me?
Yes, because I had to get back to where we were.
Okay.
Because Foxy Hawk is also here.
No way! Foxy Hawk! Welcome!
Way. Jason Lott has 35 days until NCL Encore.
that
I
was
missed the Encore.
I know, that was such a nice ship. It was nice. Oh, boy.
Jason Lott says Solo Studios are on Breakaway Plus, Pride, and Epic. I don't know. I don't know if it's on Pride.
Oh, I'm not sure.
He must know if he's saying that. But I thought the Pride didn't have solos. I know that the Epic does, and I know that all the Breakaway class, which is the Getaway, the Breakaway, something else.
something else.
I can't think. I can't go out the night before a live stream ever again.
Now, John Bolton says, do you have a cruise planned before the group cruise?
Sadly, no.
Sadly, no. It's not
Sadly,
without
no.
trying.
I'm going to tease something right now because we are going to be starting, we're in the process of working on this, where we are going to be tourists in our own town. And we are going to bring you that footage, and we are going to share all about our home city.
Yes, we're planning on doing a major series on Rochester, New York, our hometown.
Yes. There used to be a jingle. You remember that jingle?
Yes.
I love that jingle.
Yeah.
There's a feeling in the air that you can't get anywhere except in Rochester. I don't remember
Blah,
the rest
blah,
of the
blah,
words.
yada, yada.
I'll see if I can find that someplace.
Yes. So that's going to be cool. We might as well be tourists in our own hometown. We'll pretend we're on a cruise here at the house.
Right, right. We plan on doing as many activities as we possibly
Yes.
can locally. Of course, we're going to spread it out. It's
Yeah.
not all going to be done in one day or.
Yeah, but I
You
think
know,
I have.
whatever.
I think right now so far I have it as an 8-part series. There's so much. I mean, I'm doing all this research.
He
and
was fascinated.
I
He's
am-
like,
I'm
"Oh
going-
my God, we live in this town, this
I
city."
know.
and
I'm
there's
reading
all
all
this
of
cool
this, and
stuff.
I'm like, we are the best town in the history of the country. If you read the history and you go through everything, you're like, we live here?
I know it is
Kind of
pretty
shocking.
amazing.
You know, I was talking to my sister this morning, and she said, you know what, all these people talk about stuff here in our city, and she goes, you know, I live here, and I've never been here, and I've never been there. It's like, yeah, you're in your own hometown, and you don't even know half the stuff that's going on.
Oh my God, I just realized I never turned that on.
Well, what
That's
can I
okay,
say?
whatever. Liz J would like to know if there was any results from the Facebook poll about the 2024 group cruise.
Yeah, what was at the top of that got the most votes?
The most votes so far have been for Europe.
That's what I thought it was.
But when it comes to Europe, there was a lot of commenting going on about Europe, and it would all depend on where in Europe
Right, well, that's true.
and how it would be done, and would we be doing the Greek islands? Would we be doing,
Right.
you know, Europe was very broad. And that's why I kind of wanted the conversation to start. So I would say, based on all the comments and based on all the votes, I would say that New England is the top right now, because people were saying, well, I would do Europe if it was this.
Oh.
I would do Europe if it would
So
do this.
we got a lot of subdivision,
Subdivision
on
in
the
Europe.
Europe issue.
So my conclusion for my poll is that I really need to pick out a few cruises and from there have the vote, right?
Right.
Because then I will really get an idea of
What
who
people
wants
are
to do what.
what people are interested in.
Alaska got a lot of votes.
Yes, yeah.
I was surprised. Alaska, New England, and Europe, those were the tops. And I'm just basing New England being the top on that there was so much subdivision of
right.
Europe. So look, El Rondo
Oh,
has 178 days until NCL Prime.
The Prima, I know. And then, of course, Jamie B just poured himself a large jar, gin and lemonade. Really?
Jamie.
He says he's parched.
Jamie.
He's very parched. Yeah, Mary LaFontaine says, yes, please, on the St. Patty's Day t-shirt. Yeah.
Katie, I've just read Katie's comment that the back of the shirt has to say, what happens on a cruise, on this cruise, ends up on YouTube. I am 100%. That is what is going to be written on. You better write that down.
Oh,
That
no.
is what's going to be on the back of the group cruise t-shirts. Thank you very much, the mistress of merriment
And mischief.
and mischief. The cream of the crop of cocktails. That's the best. I couldn't have thought of that myself.
Oh my
I couldn't
gosh.
have thought of that myself. I couldn't have thought of it better myself. I
There
don't know.
you go. Katie says 79 now and sunny. They're going to get close to 90.
It's 57 in San Fran.
Ooh, goodness. 70 in Rockport, Texas.
Ooh, Jamie says it's very windy and a rainstorm.
Yeah, yeah, a lot of rainstorms over that way in Europe.
44 in Minnesota. 60 degrees in St. Louis. 37 in
Hi,
New
Kathy.
York City.
Kathy Zada. Hello, Kathy.
Welcome to the chat. 55 in St. Louis, 31 in Massachusetts, 78 in Fort Lauderdale, 67 in
Gee.
California, 31 in Mass.
64 in Vegas.
Ah, and how are the slots doing, Roberta?
I know. Hi, Roberta.
I bet you Roberta doesn't go to the slots. Most people I know from Vegas don't gamble. Because they know better.
Oh my gosh. Mary LaFontaine says it's 68. Yeah, tomorrow's supposed to be 83 in Texas.
Oh, so jealous.
Oh, jeepers.
I would kill for 68 right now.
Hey, hi, Kathleen Foster. Hello, Kathleen.
Keith Shank says 81 in Fort Myers.
Oh, yeah.
29 in Camel, New York. Is that what that said?
I don't know.
I don't know. I guess it did. That's what you said. That's what you said. I don't know. I guess you did. Yeah, Camel, New York.
Carmel.
Camel.
I'm like, that doesn't sound right. Yeah, that's what it says. I'm like,
Antoine Lyons. Marty says Mardi Gras was great. Make sure you go to the Fortune Teller Bar. It's a very big ship.
we didn't get enough time to explore. Wow. I have Mardi Gras envy now.
Adam Clark Gillespie in Southern California says it'll be 71 today.
Bummer. I want to say hi to Susie Floozy. Hello, Susie Floozy.
What a cute name.
Have you ever gone on a last-minute cruise?
No, we have not.
No.
We have not because we require a handicap accessible cabin, and those are rarely, if ever, available last minute.
Right. Yeah, they're very.
We are what we call cabin snobs, but we kind of
we're kind of cabin required.
Even before we were cabin required, we were cabin snobs. We wanted to pick our cabin.
Well, yeah. So, I know that at the last minute you can get some great deals, but again, handicap accessible cabins, there's limited amounts on the ships, and they go really, really fast. Like, we're always getting calls when we book a cruise. We're always getting calls. You want to give up your handicap accessible cabin? We have another client that needs it. We'll upgrade you. And we're like, no, we booked it because I need it. Are you sure we can give you this? Like, no. Stop calling.
Now, Meg says that 3 weeks from today, her fiance and herself will be on the Anthem. Out of
Bayonne. New Jersey.
Bayonne.
Right?
But I like saying it.
Stop.
Bayonne.
Oh.
Mm.
Mag says, I'm a he. Mags is a he.
Oh, sorry, Mags. One of my clients is Maggie, and I've known her since I was a child.
Yeah.
And, well, she was a child then, too, because she's not that much older than me.
So were you children together?
Yes, we were children together. And I always called her Mags. She's Sean's age.
Oh.
So, 5 years difference. But I always called her Mags. So when I saw Mags, I instantly thought of my Mags.
Oh, your Mags. Kathleen Foster says, I'm looking at Cunard's new Queen Anne. You can begin looking for a 2024 this May.
Yes, I was looking at the Queen Anne. It looks absolutely beautiful.
Oh, goodness. Cunard.
We have a friend. Let's tell that story, shall we?
We can?
Well, we don't have to use names.
Oh, crap.
So, someone who shall remain nameless. Who comes to my salon and is a friend of ours, thought that they could book a last-minute cruise on Cunard to do a transatlantic and take their 3 grandchildren with them, which, first of all, was crazy to me because why would you take kids on Cunard?
And weren't they like 8 years old? And
yeah. So we're talking like children. And thought that he could do it for $2,000 total. And that he was going to be in a balcony room. And that they were going to do a last minute over and then another crossing back. And it was all going to work out.
2,000.
And wasn't going to worry about a passport or anything for anybody because why do kids need passports, he says.
Right.
I said, don't you watch Cruising with Wheels?
Is this the part where you went like this? Hand
I
to the
did.
forehead?
I did. I smacked myself in the head.
Come on.
Even my coworkers who aren't as travel savvy thought he was ludicrous.
Do they, huh?
I know. I said, do you have any idea? It'd be like 20 grand.
It's
Easy.
just, yeah, crazy.
So, yes, Alrondo, you are correct. There
Yeah.
are no studios on the Joy.
Susie Floozy says, we were on the NCL Escape. Isn't that similar to the Encore?
Well, yes and no.
Yeah.
The Encore is quite a bit larger, and the Encore is laid out different.
And the decor is totally
Totally different.
Totally different. Very much more upscale.
Well, yes. I would, but the Escape was great. Remember, we were on the Escape.
We've done both.
We've done the Escape and we've done the Encore. And I love both of the ships. I loved the decor and the layout of the Encore better than the Escape. But I loved the crew of the Escape. It might have been the itinerary. And, you know, we had Jamie and Gavin with us. And we had,
Right.
we had,
Derek and Gregory.
Derek and Gregory. Was that a Chris and Jen cruise too?
Yes, it was.
That was a Chris and Jen cruise
as well. Yeah, we're New England.
So we had a lot of people
Yeah.
with us that we knew and love, and
Yeah.
so maybe that's why it was so magical.
Yeah.
And we loved Halifax.
Oh, yeah,
we felt
we
like we
did.
were at home.
Yeah, we really did. We felt like we were at home on the streets of the Cornhill neighborhood here in Rochester, which is a historic area.
David Webb said that Friday was recorded 122 mile per hour
Ooh.
gusts at the Needles off coast of Isle of
The Isle of Wight.
Wight.
Guess that's why our fence disintegrated. Yeah, I would say so.
Allison says that she's looking forward to seeing Rochester.
It's really fascinating. I'm excited as I do the research on it. Antoine Lyon says, FYI, guys, the handicap accessible rooms on the Mardi Gras were tiny.
Now, I have to ask Antoine,
Yeah.
what room type did you get? Did you get an inside ocean view balcony mini suite? Because we have found that the newer ships that have come out,
Yeah.
if you get an inside, it's really tiny, but it's still bigger than a regular
Right,
inside.
right.
And same with ocean view and balcony and blah blah
Right.
blah, and they just go up and up and up from there.
Yeah.
But we've noticed that
Yeah.
on the Encore.
Yeah.
It was a bit smaller, and the Bliss was a bit smaller than some of our. Remember that gigantic inside
Yeah.
cabin we had on the Gem?
I know.
I mean, I
It
could
was-
do cartwheels.
It was huge. I was like, good Lord.
Karen Carter said that would be great to do a hometown
Yeah.
vlog.
Yeah. I'm excited. I'm psyched. I'm psyched.
Excited, excited.
No.
No, that's expired.
It's expired. Oh, I love that. I love that
love that
commercial
commercial.
where the ants are all descending on them. I love her at that refrigerator. Expired. Expired.
Meg says, would love any tips about cruising on Anthem. His lady is in a wheelchair. Our first trip is in an accessible
Accessible
cabin,
cabin.
and he's very excited about that.
Awesome.
What are you looking at me for?
What?
Well, we've never sailed
been
on
on
the
the
Anthem,
Anthem.
so I just know that it's a gigantic ship. That's all I know about the
Yeah.
Anthem at this point, because every cruise we've had on Royal has canceled on us. We were planning to do like Royal and Princess and Carnival and all the cruise lines that everybody was saying you guys should do. Why don't you go on anybody other than NCL? And then we booked all these things, and
Right.
the pandemic happened.
I know, and it's just so disturbing.
upsetting.
Like everybody else, you know, we got diddled.
Diddled. Diddled, diddled, diddled. David Webb says September 2023 Prima is
Prima.
booked for us. You know what my big tip for Mags is going to be?
What?
They need to pack a wheelchair toolkit because we've used it. And so you need to be prepared that if something happens to the wheelchair that you can fix it.
Right. Now, I'm not sure what wheelchair your lady is using or what type, but I have a manual fold wheelchair, and we went through it, and whatever screws, nuts, and bolts, or however it was put together, We made sure we had whatever Allen wrench, this wrench, pair of pliers, flathead screwdriver, Phillips head screwdriver, and it's all in a little wheelchair repair kit.
And it's not so much a concern when you're on the ship, I would think, because they might have tools at their disposal to help you with. It's for more when we take it with us whenever we go off the ship.
Right.
So that, God forbid, we're in the middle of Puerto Rico and a wheel falls off the chair, we can fix it.
Oh, jeez. Don't say that.
It'd be funny. Imagine that vlog.
Oh, gosh. No, I don't want to. I do not want to at all. Oh, hello, Tara B. Tara B. Hello, Tara B. Yes, Alaska. Oh, they were on the Bliss.
Love the Bliss.
They were on the Bliss. We did the Bliss to Alaska, 2018.
I don't know why this chat keeps doing that.
Apparently, you're not in control.
Oh, be quiet. You want to do it?
No.
Well, there you go. Because you touch the mouse and it goes...
Control your mouse.
You can do it. Where was that? Where were we? I don't even know where we were.
Right there. Right there.
Oh, there's Tara B.
Yeah.
They haven't been on the Bliss. They're going on the Bliss.
Yeah, we're on the, yes. I thought, yeah, they're Alaska on the Bliss. April 23rd. I said we were on the Bliss too.
Liz J says New England or Alaska for 2024.
See, everyone's...
See, I was thinking, when I was thinking New England, I was thinking maybe we could find a New England out of Boston. Because I know that's been a big ask.
Right. Oh, Roberta from Las Vegas. Roberta. Oh, I bet love going to the casinos and love that we live so close to them. Well, your little theory went out the window.
Well, they just moved back from
New Hampshire. Yesterday I had some great luck, so got to play for hours.
I went to the casino this morning and lost.
That free play did not play well for you.
Nothing. Kathleen Foster is an admitted cabin snob, just like I am. Hi, my name is Kevin, and I am a cabin snob.
Oh, Kathy D. Hey, Kathy D. It's 34 in Rhode Island.
Jason Lott says, a lady in my cruise, Facebook cruise, was asking about three-wheel scooter on the Encore. I directed her to our page and YouTube. I saw a couple of scooters on your vlog. How did they feel the ship was? For the Encore and scooters, I think it was great. Wasn't Marilyn?
Yes, Marilyn was in a scooter.
Was that our first group cruise, or was she?
Yeah. It's amazing. And
she could traverse.
Yeah, and it's we've been on cruises where it's even before we started the YouTube channel where we've gotten on, and it's like it's a ton of cruisers, wheelchairs and scooters and walkers, and I'm looking around. I mean, remember we had the elevator incident on Muster Drill? How many scooter and wheelchair guests we were?
That was on the jump.
All loaded. I'm like, wow, is this a special cruise? It's special.
You're crazy. James B says that they loved the Escape too. Gail Parrish.
Hey, Gail.
How are you?
How you doing?
And Allison says that she loves...
I love it. She loves Halifax.
Halifax.
We do.
We love Halifax.
I like walking the streets, rolling the streets.
Isn't that crazy? I see Melissa Lyons is here.
Oh, hello.
Hello. Antoine Lyons answered us and said that he got an aft-facing balcony. The balcony was huge, but the room was small. Not a lot of wiggle room. It
if you have a wheelchair or
Wheelchair or scooter.
Really,
That's
for an
interesting.
aft facing?
We had an aft facing. We had an aft facing on the Encore.
Yes.
And it was gigantic.
It was huge, right, people? Because we had a sail away.
We had a party.
We had a sail away party in our cabin on the Encore aft facing accessible balcony.
Now, Susie Floozy says, has anyone gotten a Haven on NCL, and is it worth it? The question isn't, is it worth it for that person? Would it be worth it for you? That's what we always say, right?
Well, that's true. What is worth it to me is maybe not worth it for you.
Right. So I would say, A, does it fit your budget? B, is it something you're looking forward to doing? I know we don't really want to be in the Haven. We want to be out on the ship.
I want to be out with the people.
We would not avail ourselves of the Haven experience, I don't think, because we like to eat in the different restaurants.
Right.
So we wouldn't be eating in the Haven restaurant every night. We aren't pool people. Well, I'm a pool person, but not necessarily on the cruise because we're doing other things.
Yeah.
So we would feel, for us, it would be a waste of money. But other people, you know, I know Keith and Cheryl love the Haven.
Yep. We've been in a.
They think it's worth it.
We've been in a.
We've been in Haven rooms.
Right, the Haven Villa.
And the food is phenomenal.
The restaurant. Oh yeah, the food.
We've eaten in the restaurant. Ooh, maybe Keith and Cheryl can get us in the restaurant for dinner.
We'll have to bribe someone.
We'll have to bribe somebody.
I want to say hi to Three Hearts Designs. Hello, Three Hearts. Do you have? And there we go. Do you have any videos on using a motorized accessible scooter? Makes me so nervous, but I will have to start using it soon. I do not.
Fortunately, we don't.
I do not. I have a manual wheelchair, and I don't have a. We don't have a video on.
Frank has a little bit of depth perception issues, so he cannot use an electric scooter.
As we say, there's a reason why Frank doesn't drive anymore. My vision, depth, let's say reflex.
He'd end up
I would be
over
ending
the side.
up down the stairs. or it would take an hour maybe just to get in and out of an elevator. It would hurt and injure so many people. That's why I use a manual wheelchair. I can do a little bit of the rolling. Kevin pushes me. I need to start strengthening my arms as much as I can.
You better get busy.
I know. I have shoulder issues, which certainly doesn't help the rolling of the wheelchair. But if I can start, because I can see, the loss of muscle mass. Not good.
Kelly Deneen is all excited that the prospect of Boston. I know she's from Boston.
I know.
And Tara B is excited because New England is on
the bucket
list. Susie Floozy said, I'd love to do the Haven, but I'm not interested in a butler.
Yeah, I know.
Well, why not? What's the difference? I mean, we did a whole video about what a butler does for you, but I mean, I just don't feel like I would avail myself.
We're just not butler people.
Yeah. I mean,
and I don't want someone in and out of my room. And I'd be like, you know what? I like my privacy. If I need something, we always, work well with our cabin steward. I don't need to have a butler. So.
Kelly Dean says NCL usually does New England out of Boston in September and October.
Mm-hmm. The best time.
Mm-hmm. The only problem with New England, after I put that on the up on the poll, was that we promised everybody we would do a summer.
Right.
So I might redo the poll, like I said, and pick out a few itineraries kind of thing, and times of the year.
Because summer would be like we
Because
did.
maybe we'll do Bermuda in the mix.
Yeah. Because summertime is good for Alaska. Yeah. We did Alaska in June.
Right.
You know, so that was a good summer cruise.
Alaska.
Oh, there's Mary Ellen Dillon. Hi, Mary Ellen.
You're an idiot.
Oh. Really, Gail, you ate in the Haven, and it was your least favorite. Wow, we ate in the Haven.
We ate in the Haven on the Bliss.
Yeah, right.
We were invited to eat there, and we were we were there, and then there was what's his name was there? What's his name? Good old what's his name?
What's his name? Ooh, boy.
Who painted the ship? Why can't I think today?
Oh, the artist.
Wyland.
Yeah.
I don't know why I can't think today.
Yeah, we were eating in the Haven restaurant. We had the hotel director
wanted us
to eat in the Haven, and right at the next table was Wyland, and we had already worked with his office to interview him, it's funny, I didn't know that it was him. It kind of looked his head. I could see the back of his head, but as he was talking, he kept turning. I said, I think that's Wyland. And he had a baseball cap on, and he was with his mom, and mom's traveling companion, and who there was somebody else with him.
His personal assistant.
Right, and I said, aren't we supposed to like tonight interview him? And so we thought we had it all set, and I'm like. And all of a sudden he got up and he turned, and you see those sparkling blue eyes of his. And I said,
and he walked right. He did a beeline right to our table.
Yeah, I said that's him. And then all of a sudden I went like this, and he was headed. And he goes, hey guys, how you doing? We're doing the interview, and we're like, yeah. He goes, well, I'm going to be doing a presentation, blah blah blah. Should be done. I'm down here, and so we can do it right after that. We're like,
it was nice to be recognized by a celebrity.
And we're like, great. Because it has always been, my people will contact your people kind of thing. And also there he was. And he's like, hey. And it's like, oh, my God.
Very
and so then, so we went down, and he was finished with his art presentation and whatever. And we said, how do you want to do this? And I said, Kevin, I'm going to have to film this. There really is no else to do. I'm going to be in my wheelchair with the camera, and I said, you're just going to have to be behind the banquet table with him and just talk. And just as we were starting to film, music started playing, and I was like, oh my God! But no, the audio really did. It picked it up. So yeah, we have a video on that with our interview with Wyland on.
But I'm surprised, Gail, that you did not have a good meal.
Yeah, really.
Because I thought it was outstanding.
It really, really was awesome.
But that being said, I don't think I would eat there every night.
No, I would not. I want to be in different restaurants, and I want to be out with the people.
And I think it was magical, that dinner too, because all the server, we knew the server.
Yeah.
We knew the maitre d'. I mean, it's like everybody we knew.
Yeah, it's like an old home where
you
get to see
intimate.
People that you've traveled on other ships with.
And that was the best, most clear sailing day that we had when we were in Alaska, and it was sunset and all the beautiful scenery. Oh my gosh, it was great. I loved it.
Oh boy. Go back.
Go back.
Stop. Got to say hi to Aaron Wilson. Hi,
Aaron. We haven't gone on a cruise yet. This is what Aaron says. We haven't gone on a cruise yet. We had the Ncl Corner Suite on the Mardi Gras, but got tired of all the cancellations, so we went to Florida instead. I don't blame you.
It sounds like, let's just go to Florida.
We redid our Mardi Gras reservation, I think, twice or three times.
Yeah.
And I had it, so even though Wendy had invited us to go with her on hers, I just couldn't. I couldn't handle another cancellation.
Oh, boy.
Karen Carter thinks a butler is bothersome.
Now, Gail Parrish says, butler brings you snacks every day. Yum. You are absolutely right. My butler brings me snacks every day.
So you mean I wouldn't have to go get you snacks? I could just tell Lurch to bring you?
Yeah, but he doesn't know me like you know me. You'll be like, this is what I had to get you because I know you wouldn't like this, that, and whatever. So here it is. Enjoy. If you don't, I can't help
Well,
you.
I can give him a preference list.
I would feel guilty. I'd be like, he would bring me stuff and I'd be like, Kevin,
I don't like this.
I can't eat any of this. And then I'd be like, I better eat it or he'll think ill of me.
Dom Pomodoro.
Hello, how you doing?
Katrina Rawlings wants to know, do you have any videos of Carnival cruises, of the rooms and that and such? Yes, we do. We have Carnival. We have some things about the Carnival Conquest, Carnival Victory, Carnival.
Right, but videos. We only.
The Victory we didn't do anything on. We were the Victory is where this idea was born from.
Right, the Victory was 2013.
But we have Carnival Conquest.
That was 2014.
We have, was it the Liberty, Valor, Carnival Valor?
Because the 2015 was the Gem, #1. 2016 was the Valor. 2017, we were back on the Gem.
All of our cabin videos are in the playlist. Cabin tours.
Yeah.
And then all of our vlogs are by date and, so if you go to the playlist and you just click playlists, it'll show all the playlists and you can scroll through because I know we have a lot of videos, but also if you want to email me at cruisingwithwheels@gmail.com, I will pull some stuff and send it to you. But we have Carnival Conquest, Carnival Valor, and another Carnival.
Yeah, the Victory, the Valor, the Conquest.
I can't remember the other one. There were 3 of them.
The Victory, the Valor, the Conquest.
No, there were 3 of them that we videoed.
Oh.
There was another one in there.
Oh. I don't remember.
I can't remember.
John Carlos says, hey, Frank and Kevin, do you think a Hawaiian cruise would be out of the question?
It wouldn't be out of the question for me.
No, not at all. It would be definitely in the question.
Yes. I would love to do Hawaii.
My friends went on a Hawaiian cruise, was not able to go with them.
They hated it.
Yeah, they didn't enjoy it at all. All they kept saying was...
they didn't enjoy this last cruise either.
It was so expensive. It was so expensive. And I'm like...
That would be my concern, is we try to make it as affordable as we can for everybody concerned that wants to go on, that's wanting to go on the cruise.
Now, Susie Floozy says that she wants to go on a Hawaiian cruise, but the NCL ship Pride of America does not have a casino.
And that's a problem for me.
Yeah, and her husband won't go without one, and he won't go without one either.
Well, I will go without one. I would forgo it for Hawaii, but the issue would be that if we did a Hawaiian, I would want to maybe do somebody other than NCL. Yeah. And the other cruise lines do not have good compensation for group cruisers.
Right.
I mean,
they don't have what NCL has.
And they're not willing to deal.
No.
When I was dealing with Carnival, because to be truthful, this one that's coming up, we were gonna do a Carnival.
Right.
First, I found this fabulous. We were gonna do it on the Mardi Gras when the Mardi Gras was coming out. Blah 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 blah. And I reached out to all of my contacts at Carnival, and they offered all of our group cruisers $50 onboard credit.
That was it. So all of you people who are...
And I said, no.
All cruisers, excuse me, and friends that are in the room, you've been on NCL cruises, right? You know what they offer, the free at sea, all that stuff. Those of you that have been with us on the NCL group cruise, the first one on the Encore, you know what you got. And then, okay, we're going to book Carnival, and all you're going to get is $50 onboard credit. That's it. You'd be like...
Yeah, and Princess offered me, I think, $75 onboard credit. And Holland was being very slow with getting back to me, because I was looking at a variety of different companies, and I'll look at more
Right.
companies again for 2024. But if I can't get a good package for you guys,
Right.
I'm not booking it on
Right.
somebody else.
So with what we got from NCL and from the booking company that we are dealing with, who's handling
Well, that might be the
all
kicker.
of this, is it kind of was a combination of lots of benefits that we got, a lot of perks for everybody.
Marianne Dillon said Mardi Gras is amazing, and it was her favorite trip so far. Wendy Hyde, there is time for you to come. 34 days.
Could you imagine if we told my mother?
John Carlos said, pay Miss Karen. Hi, Kathy P.
Hey, Kathy.
Oh, we look marvelous.
We look marvelous. We look marvelous in green.
John, I see that John Carlo retracted his message, but I saw it. And I agree. Everybody needs to pay Miss Karen. But not the Miss Karen that's in the room, unfortunately.
Oh.
People need to start paying for
yeah.
that cruise.
Yeah.
Do you know that Miss Darlene and David haven't paid anything yet?
Nothing yet?
And I ripped up one side and down the other. I said, you are going. People are expecting you to go. You better pay. And you know what her answer was?
What?
We'll just throw it on a card.
Yeah.
I said, you're not following Cruising with Wheels
Yeah, I know.
ideas.
Oh, boy. Karen Carter says NCL has the best group perks. Carnival thinks they are cheap enough. Yeah, and a lot of these...
Well, that was the problem.
They wouldn't have to offer it.
So, but this is the problem, is Carnival's cruise, which was almost identical to the 11-day cruise. It was minus 1 day, was the same price as the NCL. And you didn't get anything.
So, same
So
price,
I was like,
get nothing, get everything. And
Yep.
people want to know, why are you always on a lot of NCL cruises? Because you get a lot of perks.
yeah.
That's why. Yeah.
Susie Floozy, we do NCL. I just love that name.
I know.
Susie Floozy, we do NCL because we get free rooms since Hubby gambles. If he didn't gamble, we could probably just spend that money he gambles with and use it to pay for the cruise. This is true. However, I have not, remember we went on the Victory and I won the first day.
Uh-huh.
And I think I won like $400 or $500. So you kept all the gambling money
In my bra.
and I used that money to play off of the whole cruise, and we came home with money.
Yeah, we did.
And I didn't spend anything other than that $500, and we get free cruises all the time.
He kept coming to the bank. You want what? Another $20? Hold on. There you go.
Marianne Dillon says, in fact, she's booking a back-to-back soon on Mardi Gras. Ziara Ramos says, I haven't paid anything yet either, and that is exactly what I will be doing, a one-shot deal payment. Just make sure you don't pay after final payment.
Kelly, don't be funny.
I'll be doing reminders.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, Kelly, I didn't even see that. Are we supposed to pay before the final date? We make payments.
Yeah. Yeah. And we
so
hold it. We just hold a little, bit of that back. Just a little bit. And then pay it at the last minute. Otherwise, it's like mostly 99%
right, because
paid.
if it's paid off, it's more difficult to get your money back. Wendy Hyde wants to know from Marianne Dillon, what was your favorite restaurant on the ship, and what did you most like about the ship? Katie Hislop said that she would say you can pay whenever you want, but it's hard to get them to take your money. I agree.
I know.
I don't know why.
It boggles my retail mind.
That's why I like to do the payments, because I figure if most of it's paid and they haven't processed that last little bit, it's on them. Right?
It's just crazy. Take the money. Take it as fast as you can. Oh, gosh. I was up in my stores with the whip. Faster, faster, faster. Ring them up, ring them up. Why are customers waiting in line? Open more registers.
Ziara Ramos has the idea that with so many delays in payment, her plan, rather than making payments in increments, is to pay 2 weeks before final payment. And boom!
Oh, yeah. I mean, better,
I agree.
Better the money in your hands.
But your payment plan is putting that little bit away. And
right. There's a plan.
There's a plan.
Whether you hand that over to them or whether, it stays in your safe, your pocket, your mattress, or in someone's bra, that's up to you. As long as there's a plan.
Katie, I agree that the groups department has not been very impressive. But I also, I'm going to cut them just a little bit of slack. Just a little bit of slack because of the behind the scenes. I know that they're working at 1 quarter capacity.
Yeah.
So basically, everybody, they laid off like 3/4 of their people. And so everybody that's still there is taking care of all those people.
Yeah.
So, I mean, in a way, I give them a little bit of slack, and in another way, I'm pissed at corporate because they haven't hired people back.
I know.
Because people want to cruise again.
Right. I mean, they do. I mean, it's
crazy to me. Mind-boggling.
People want to book cruises. Take their money. That's right, Karen. That's right. Retail 101. Take the money and take it fast.
And David Webb says NCL first time cruising with them next year. Looking forward to comparing between them and Princess and P&O as the only other lines that they have sailed with so far. I think Princess is a little more uptight compared to NCL. Like NCL will be more looser in my opinion.
Loosey-goosey?
Not loosey-goosey, but I don't know. And P&O is basically Carnival because Carnival owns
right.
P&O and operates them in overseas. So Keith cannot wait for their 2023 cruise.
That's Cheryl.
We will be selling St. Pat's shirts.
Oh, will you be selling St. Pat's shirts?
Well,
this is Keith. This is Cheryl.
Yeah. We were talking about that. I'm gonna make a St. Patrick's Day shirt, and we're also gonna have a group cruise T-shirt.
Yes, it has to be.
It has to be.
Has to be.
Has to be. I just gotta figure out what it's gonna say.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll have a couple options.
Well, get moving. At the rate that the Teespring is performing.
Well, I'll put the St. Patrick's Day's ones up for everybody.
Yeah. Moy Alm is asking, Kevin and Frank, do any of you book your cruises according to who the cruise director is on the ship? I know a lot of cruisers out there. They are like, no, the cruise director, or it's like, oh, gotta do that because it is based on. We don't base it.
We don't base our cruises on cruise directors, yes. And we don't. Sometimes we've never even seen the cruise director.
Right.
Other than him announcing at the show, right?
Right.
Other times we have seen that cruise director every day, 5, 6, 7 times a day. But we really don't participate, I guess, in the cruise activities. The cruise director does.
Right.
I don't know. For me, I don't think it's a big deal who the cruise director is or not.
Right.
And I think that's why.
So. Yeah, we're not really impressed with who's the cruise director. Though there was a great cruise director when we were on the Bliss in Alaska. He was really great. He was helpful. Remember when you were running back to the ship?
Silas.
Yeah, Silas.
Silas was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great. Silas was awesome. I forgot completely about that. Yeah. And he ran me through all the secret passageways.
Get you back on and back
off.
Got
me on and off in 15 minutes. It was great. Yeah. And then we've had great cruise directors on the Gem.
Right.
I don't know. I just wouldn't pick a cruise because of that. Yeah. We pick our cruises based on itinerary and money. Yeah. Right?
Yeah. Oh, who got fired? Katie, who got fired? All of a sudden, there's like, he got fired.
I don't know.
I loved him. Who? Oh, Silas is no longer with NCL.
We love Silas.
We did. He was really nice and great. Really? He got fired? Is this true?
I think that's just conjecture.
Silas. Wow.
I don't know. Where'd
Too
you hear
bad.
that from, Katie? How you get all this inside skinny? Joe Fontanello says Princess Line is a little snotty.
Snooty.
Snooty. Snotty.
Snotty. Not snotty.
I said snotty and I'm laughing at myself because I said snotty.
Oh, my God.
Even though...
Rumor. Oh, Katie said there's a rumor he gave booze to a minor. Now, just rumors now. One can't go with rumors. Of course, they start somewhere.
She knows people.
Yes. Her people got with their someone's people. People talk. So, yeah. So, speaking of cruises, do we want to go over where we are with ours?
Okay.
We're going to finish it up with that?
Sure, but I'm not going to give you anything to put on the screen.
Okay.
I'll get the one graphic. How's that?
Yeah, just the one with the perks in it. Yeah, because people always want to know. Yeah, our second annual Cruising with Wheels group cruise is March 10th of 2023. March 10th through March 21st. It's a 12-day, 11-night Best of the Caribbean. It does a little bit of East Caribbean, West Caribbean, and a little Southern Caribbean. It departs out of the port of New York City.
2 days at sea.
Yeah, and then we go to Grand Turks and Caicos.
San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Off to St. John's, Antigua.
Phillipsburg, St. Martin.
Tortola, British Virgin Islands.
Puerto Plata, Dominican Republic.
We're 2 days at sea again.
And back to NYC.
Yahoo! And we got some great perks for all our group cruisers.
It all depends on what kind of cabin you choose. Interior cabins can select 2 of the perks that are on your screen. Ocean View and above will receive all 4 perks.
Right.
Now, I do want to remind everybody that is sailing on the group cruise. If you've selected the interior cabin and you do win an upgrade bid, you still only will get those 2 perks.
Right.
But Ocean View and above will have all 4. And
every cabin will receive a bonus of $100 onboard credit. That's per cabin, courtesy of our friends at
cruises.com.
Yes, they are handling this booking for us. People always want to know where we are in terms of who is booked, how many are going, what's the story. Right now, and again, the last report we got from our friends at cruises.com, that was dated January 24th. So we're kind of looking at a month ago. As of 1 month ago, we have 37 cabins booked, and then 65 cruisers will be part of this group cruise.
Now, I did email out after our last live stream roughly 20 information requests for that, and I only get a update on what's been booked once a month. So there may have been another 40 people booked that we don't even know about. If you are interested in finding information about the group cruise, they'd have to do what, Frank?
Oh, just email us at cruisingwithwheels@gmail.com.
That's cruisingwithwheels@gmail.com. And feel free to email us if you want to be featured as a super cruiser as well. You simply need a picture of yourself and anybody else that was on the cruise with you that you want to include. We need their names and the name of the ship.
Yeah.
And we'll feature you on one of our regular Thursday videos.
I know. Yeehaw.
Yeehaw, giddy up. Why are you getting all yeehaw?
Yeehaw. I'm getting all Texas.
Now, I just want to address, Susie said that she won't ever go out of New York anymore. It was
How
the worst
come?
experience ever.
We're so used to it.
We have had such wonderful experiences going out of New York. Only once did I get seasick going out of New York. And we've always had, it's always been smooth and easy getting on and off.
Susie, I see the state of Texas, right? I see the star, Susie Floozy. I don't know. We go out of New York a lot. We're New Yorkers. We're used to New York. We're used to the New York attitude. You know what I mean? And a lot of people might not be used to that New York spirit.
Right. Well, she said that the reason she didn't like it is when they got to the terminal, they couldn't find their limo driver. They tried to call him and couldn't understand him. No one would help them. And he charged us extra because
they couldn't find him.
They couldn't find him.
Well, that sounds like a lot of New York.
It sounds like a lot of New York.
Bull crap.
See, we know the trick of you cannot stay in front. You have to cross 17 lanes of traffic because that's where they changed where the limos are allowed to pick them up and such. But we also would never book a limo that would charge us extra if they had to wait extra time.
Right. We deal with a flat fee.
We deal with a flat fee when we're in New York because they all like to pull that crap.
Oh, yeah.
And we never. Now we're doing Ubers when we're in New York, so we don't even call them until we're at the pickup spot where they need to pick us up.
Right.
And there are tons of them around there. And New Yorkers around the port are kind of rude. But we're from New York, so we're so used to it.
You get to the port, right? You get off the ship, and everyone's screaming at you. Get out! Get out! You can't stay here. You got to get out. Across the street.
Do you remember when the guy was yelling at me? Yeah, F this, F that, and I yelled back, and he goes, oh, you must be from New York. I said, uh-huh. Don't talk to me that way. So, I guess I get it. But that's the least. That would be the least of my issues.
I know.
For me.
Yeah.
Because something's always going to go wrong.
I know.
Right?
I know.
And hand to God, that's the best thing that could ever go wrong.
Right. Now, Silver Rabbit says, almost a year ago, I emailed you, Kevin, and you sent me the info for the group cruise, so they have it. Unless it's changed, I just have to move my butt on this. No, the information has not changed in terms of booking the group cruise. So the information you got from Kevin a year ago is still valid.
As long as it's the NCL gem that the information you have for, because I don't know. Maybe he emailed us when it was on the Joy.
Remember we were doing the Bermuda.
We were doing the NCL Joy. We were doing the Carnival Mardi Gras.
Right,
we were doing.
I know. So, yeah, just make sure it's 2023 NCL Gem, 12-day, 11-night.
And you're golden.
Yes, and you're golden.
If you want to send me a quick email, I'll, send it off to you. It's a simple copy and paste for me, so.
Yeah. Karen Carter say you recommend Uber from airport to hotel?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I think Uber is the best way to go, especially since we've lost GroundLink.
Yes.
We always recommended GroundLink in New York City. We absolutely love them, and they
really
were basically absorbed by Uber and Lyft, and then now Lyft and Uber are the same thing.
Yeah.
So it's just one big conglomerate, and Uber's the way to go.
Yeah, so we didn't have any problems at all. You just tell them what you want. I'm telling you, they were, you guys were on your on your cell phones doing whatever you were
Pretty
doing.
Much everywhere we go,
it's like, okay, I'm all set. Just order the whatever. Oh, here they are.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? Are we ready?
It was like 3 minutes.
Yeah, right. I was like, oh.
Do you remember when we were in Florida for the group cruise?
Yes.
And we had all that luggage
Yes. Oh,
and all
Lord.
these, because we brought extra luggage because we have extra stuff to bring for the group cruise.
And then all the swag gifts for everybody.
Well, that's what I said. We have all that extra stuff.
Well, we have extra because of camera equipment and the video end of it, but it was also extra because of all the swag stuff. So.
Well, I'm assuming they assume we
They
bring
don't assume.
all that extra
Wait. Never good to assume. Those who are not on the group cruise don't know what we're talking about.
I just was saying we had extra stuff because of the group cruise. And then we had all the Rochester people were together that came. So we had like, what, 30 bags? 30 26-inch suitcases or something like that.
Yeah, there was 6 of Rochester people.
So we ordered 3 Ubers, right? Didn't we order 3 Ubers? There was the Uber with
2.
Dave, Darlene, and da-da-da. Oh, no, there were 3 because they went... Mary and Janine, I think, Mary and Janine went in their own Uber, and then Dave and Darlene and some. Yeah.
We were just throwing bags at everybody.
But there was one Uber that had like a ton of bags in it. That was our Uber.
We're like, did you want to take this? We'll take that. And we were like, handing off stuff to people is like, oh, I don't know.
I'm like, I want our camera equipment. I want the swag for the group cruise. I don't care about anything else. So, Aaron wants to know, what is your favorite carnival? Favorite of carnivals.
Oh, they want to go on the Valor.
We would like to go on the Valor. We like the Valor.
Yeah, we like the
Valor. Was
we
nice.
like the Valor, and we like the Conquest.
We liked the Conquest class ships.
Right.
So, the Valor, the Conquest, the Liberty. I can't think of the other ones.
We didn't have a problem with the ships as much as sometimes we had a problem with the crew.
If you need a handicap room, that is, if you are fully confined in a wheelchair, you need to be very, very specific and reiterate it over and over and over again when you're booking with Carnival, because they have a sliding scale, so to speak, of different kinds
different varieties of handicap accessible cabins. Some are full turn access. Some are called modified, which means only the bathroom is set up for a handicapped individual, and the actual cabin has the smaller door in the regular room. So if you're in a wheelchair, you can't use that. So yeah, you got to be very specific with Carnival. The rest of the cruise lines, a handicap is a handicap, and it's all the same. And that's where my big issue was with Carnival, because we booked a full turn access, and when we got on board, it was modified. It didn't have the wide door, couldn't get in with my wheelchair, and it had a regular cabin, and only the bathroom was set up with the roll-in shower and the lower sink.
Chris
and problem.
Jones Travel, they're going to use the Cruising with Wheels tote bag for their next cruise next week. Yay!
Oh, hello, Swiss Army Tenor.
I love that stinking little bag, whether it says Sun Goddess or Cruising with Wheels.
Okay.
We have to wrap it up because we got to let the puppies out.
It's almost 3:45. Yeah, we've been on for 2 hours and 40 minutes. The puppies must do their business.
They are business.
They do their business.
I'm going to say going to do their business.
Their little business, the little puppies. So we're going to say thanks for joining us. And, next week, on the off Sundays where we do not do a live stream, we always post a blast from the past old YouTube video. And then we're going to see everybody. Let me get my notes. We're going to see everybody again for another live stream 2 weeks from now on March 6th at 2 p.m. I hope everybody last week enjoyed the Super Bowl, whatever team you were rooting for. Some people were disappointed and some people were happy. We, of course, did not care.
Oh, we want to remind you that if you're not already subscribed, click that subscribe button and don't forget to hit that little bell, and you'll get notifications of when our regular videos go live and when we are live here, like today on this live stream.
Today.
Today.
All right.
We're also on Facebook Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter.
The Twitter.
If you want to tweet. But until next time, I'm going to remind everybody to always
Travel safe.
and cruise often.
Bye.